Supercars.
Maserati MC12.
Porsche 959.
Ferrari Enzo.
McLaren F1.
Supercars.
Porsche 959. Over or just getting started?
Audi has announced that the e-tron will in fact go to production by 2012. That means the countdown has started to the new era of supercars.
I don't understand what the hell you're talking about, but I kind of get it. Today on the Road Testament, Supercars.
Supercars.
JF Musial, Alex Roy.
Eco-friendly supercars.
Supercars, over or just getting started?
They're not over.
Getting started.
The new era of supercar.
Dude, what are you talking? Why are you making it so complicated?
It's the new era of supercar.
Today in the Road Testament. We read the comments.
We do.
First of all, this week I have bought this beautiful Apple cover. It's not an iPad cover, but it is a cover for something else. A. B. Jalopnik ran a story 2 days after our story about the prostitution of the Nürburgring.
Yep.
The commenters at Jalopnik thought that was genius. Here, not so much.
You guys just hate us. They just hate us.
And thirdly, which we'll get to later, turbo diesel hybrids.
Yeah.
I've been talking about this for years.
And that's what we're talking about today.
Alex, not so much.
I know.
JF, so much.
Okay. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. A lot of you complain about how long our episodes are, so we're putting a timer on it. 7 minutes is all we get. Starting now.
Shoot.
Okay. We started off with the Audi e-tron. 2012 production date. It's going to be based off the R8.
It looks like an R8 with a Cylon Halloween.
Well, we don't know what exactly it's going to look like.
We do.
It's going to have the R8 chassis, and they claim 50-50 weight distribution balance. That's awesome. 155 mile an hour range. We don't know whether it's going to be a 3-liter TDI motor inside to recharge the batteries, or if it's just going to be a plug-in electric car. We don't know.
How much will it cost?
Don't know about that either. What we do know is that it's going to have 4 motors mounted to each of the wheels, much like a few other exotics coming out soon. Now, what do we think about the e-tron? What do we think about Audi just throwing in batteries into an R8 chassis to remake?
I think if this was an R8, called an R8, an R8E,
Yeah.
or an E8, and it was $5,000 more than a 5.2 liter,
Yeah.
they might sell a lot of them.
$5,000 more is not that much. I don't think that'd
No, it's not.
That'd be.
But selling it as a separate model at any price with a front end that looks like a concept car, you won't be able to give this car away.
Really?
Nope.
Well, the thing about the what I think about Audi is that they're taking very progressive steps. They want to look at the e-tron as the first step. They are establishing the new supercar era. They are the first ones that are going to be doing it. All the cars we're going to list in today's episode have some kind of eco-friendly alternative.
How much
energy.
is a Tesla S Roadster?
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know.
How much? 100 and change?
It's up there. It keeps going up by 5K.
Do you think Audi's going to be able to
2
charge
months.
twice as much?
Yeah, I think they can get away with it. If they make it a limited edition and make it feel exclusive enough, they can get away with it. Moving on to the next car, the Mercedes SOS eCell. Same concept as the e-tron. Throw batteries into an existing chassis, make it electric. But
Well, that's not the same concept. The Audi e-tron actually has a ton of proprietary technology that's awesome.
Well,
Okay?
the eCell does as well. I have to admit, it does. They had to rework the front suspension to fit the motors in there. You know, if you ever look inside the SOS engine bay, there's a lot of freaking room, and
That's because it was supposed to be the next generation Viper.
That's right. You're right. Yes.
And Mercedes' technology, the at the wheels 4 individual engines, Porsche was doing that 112 years ago.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to talk about that on Monday's episode.
So this thing is so dead in the water, whereas the e-tron has a chance.
I don't agree with your theory, but I agree that the SOS doesn't stand out as being anything special. What does stand out as being special is the BMW Vision Efficient Dynamics concept. It's basically the next M1 supercar, but it's going to have a 3-cylinder turbo diesel.
Let me ask you this
awesome.
question. If you removed all the technology from these cars based on looks alone, which of these
Yeah,
is totally special?
the BMW.
That's right.
I agree
And the
with
next
that,
one on the list. But keep going.
So, well, this is going to be a plug-in hybrid. It's going to have a lot of the active hybrid technology is what we see in the X6 hybrid and the 5 Series hybrid. They've already got working prototypes out there. They have not confirmed production of said car, but they're working on it. This is something that they're going to actually, they announced that the Leipzig BMW plant actually is getting renovated to be able to manage electric vehicles, which include the 1 Series and possibly
You're rambling. How much time do we have left?
3 minutes.
Look,
Okay.
look, what I love about the BMW is it's the same thing I love about the next car on the list, the Porsche 918, because like Porsche, BMW said, clean slate, let's throw everything in but the kitchen sink. What's the best car we can make?
The 918 is it.
And for Porsche, it's the 918. For BMW, it's this thing. And you saw like a ground-up approach. Everything they could throw in there is a three-cylinder turbo diesel. So if you're a buyer of a Prius, it's not for any reason other than you want a green car and you want it cheap. You're buying a supercar.
Yeah.
You don't care what technology is behind it. All you want to know is this is the best thing Company X could make.
The 918 Spyder hybrid is that, even though it's a concept.
And so is the BMW Vision.
Yes, of course. They're both
thing.
concepts, and obviously they're spending a lot of money and research into developing these for the road. The 918, it's obvious that this is going to go to production. I have to say, they're testing the actual flywheel technology that was used in F1 with Williams in the GT3R hybrid, which just dominated in China. They are at the leading edge of this whole front of supercar eco-friendly movement.
I actually think that Porsche is going to become the standard bearer for, hybrid future engine technology.
It's still much like old supercars. It's got an RS Spyder motor. Well, the concept had the RS Spyder motor, and then it's taking the flywheel technology out of F1. It's cool. That's something you can tell to all your friends and impress girls at the bar. My car was developed in F1 and yada yada.
How much is that car going to cost?
No one knows.
600 grand.
No one knows. All I know is that we've got
300 grand.
1 minute and 51 seconds.
Ferrari.
Yes, this is something that I don't see them. There's no concept out there right now that is the supercar Ferrari eco-friendly.
But there was
movement.
the 599 hybrid.
599, yeah, the 599 hybrid. That leads me to something you were talking about, which was Ferrari doesn't need to build a supercar eco-friendly supercar by any means. They're just going to do what Porsche's been doing with ceramic brake packages. Every car in their lineup will eventually have a hybrid version. When I say hybrid,
it's a hybrid option package,
which will be KERS, which is coming back to Formula One next year. They've spent a lot of time developing this technology. KERS is going to be an option on a lot of these cars. It's obvious at this point.
In fact, I'd say Ferrari might sell, I don't know, maybe become the top seller in volume of green
in percentage. I can see a lot of people adding that as an option. I've got KERS on my car, just like
because it's a great story to tell.
Just like Alonso, Massa, even though they don't watch.
And there's the only manufacturer other than Porsche can honestly say that every car has within it racing DNA.
Yeah.
And racing DNA, by definition, has the latest technology. Everyone else is kind of kidding.
McLaren MP412C. They're going to have another version of that car, from what we understand. Whether or not it has hybrid technology, we don't know. We've heard rumors that it could also have KERS within it. We do know that there will be different versions of the MP412C. Maybe, maybe not.
The problem with that car is?
What?
It doesn't look like enough of what it is.
It's
awesome. Just
16 seconds. We're going to end with the Jaguar
CX-75.
Awesome car. So far from production ready, but very cool.
Not very cool.
Well, stats very quick, 195 horsepower to each wheel, 205 mile an hour top speed.
Wait, so it's going to have almost 800 horsepower?
Yes, actually will.
Look, unfortunately, this is going to be the loser of the supercar race. But we're going to do a whole episode about Jaguar next week.
Yes. So
next week, Jaguar.
Next week, Jaguar.
That was exhausting.
I know. You look really sick, man.
I'm really sick. It's because of that cardigan I was sleeping in Connecticut on the ground. I'm so tired. It's all right.
I'll have a lollipop.
Next week on the Road Testament.
That was good. 7 minutes?
Okay.